Hey, what's going on, my friends? It's Dave Sharpe. Welcome to Wake Up Legendary. And this morning we have yet another amazing guests. That's plural, my friends. We have a couple that's going to be joining us here this morning. They are the Savvy couple. He is a well, you know what? Let's jump right into this. I don't want to tell their story for them. Let's start our Monday off rocking and rolling. Hey, what's going on, friends? Welcome to the show.
What's up?
Thanks
How's
for
it
having
going?
us.
The Savvy couple, Kelan and, am I pronouncing that right? Kelan and Brittany Kline. As everybody can see, there is no prep. There is no scripting to the show. We are figuring it out as we go. So Kelan and Brittany Kline, where are you guys calling in from?
Rochester, New York. So about an hour outside of Niagara Falls.
Okay, nice, man, nice. What did you guys do, or do you do outside of marketing?
I used to be a jail deputy, and then Brittany used to be a teacher. And then kind of our journey started there after college. We've been high school sweethearts, or we were high school sweethearts. Been dating since we were 14, went to college together, took on a bunch of debt, kind of got into the 9-to-5 rat race, and kind of had a wake-up call that we needed to start something on our own.
Nice. Brittany, is all that true? We're here. We have Kellen's fact checker here.
I am, trust me.
She is.
I'll call him out if anything's off for sure.
Yeah, there's no embellishments or anything. So high school sweethearts, huh? Wow, that's cool.
Yep.
Very sweet. All right. Well, so you say you used to, are you both full-time marketing now?
Correct. Yep. We've been full-time marketing.
2016.
It's been almost year we're 2018. So almost 6 years now together, full-time.
Okay. Wow. Very cool. All right. Well, what led you to Legendary? I mean, talk to us a little bit about the timeline and kind of how you landed in our community.
Yeah. So we've been running the Savvy Couple since 2016. And it's just a brand that helps people make more money online, reach financial freedom. So we were kind of looking for a program for our audience to, help them do exactly what we did, learn affiliate marketing, learn how to create, money online, learn those skills that are really important. So we came across Legendary Marketer, and I'm someone that always loves to learn and educate myself. So, even though I've been doing this for 6-7 years now, I was like, this program looks awesome. I'm sure it's worth the price. I can get some more information and skills to continue to build on what we've already had. So I signed up for the challenge. It used to be the 15-day challenge. Now it's the 5. Went through, did the blueprints, loved them, got a ton of value from them. After already doing this business for 5, 6, 7 years, and then, really kind of vetted it for our audience and, realized that it's an incredible program.
Very cool. Well, awesome, man. I mean, I can relate to that. Brittany, what's it been like for you to, and what I can relate to is just continuing to learn. That's what I mean by that. Brittany, what has it been like for you to be a full-time, entrepreneur and make that transition from your employment to entrepreneurship?
Yeah. At first it was a little scary. Leaving a teaching job in New York State, we have a great union, a great pension, great healthcare. So like leaving all that behind was like, okay, what are we going to do? So that was a big hurdle for me, but we figured that out. And it's just been amazing being able to set my own hours. We have 2 kids, so I am able to do part-time work within the business and have the kids full-time. So it's been a huge blessing.
Kelan, are you more of the risk taker and, hey, I got an idea and now I got to go sell her on it kind of part of the relationship?
Busted. Yeah, totally.
Okay. Now, Brittany, what's it been like to be in a relationship with somebody like that? How have you, stayed on board and taken those leaps of faith with him?
Yeah. I think trust is definitely the biggest thing, and just knowing his passion for everything. He came to me when the blog made $50, and he asked to quit his job full time.
My kind of guy.
Let's go, baby.
My kind of guy. I like that. $50, baby. We're getting rich.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that happened.
I love it. Oh my God, that's the best story I've ever heard. That's
I
amazing.
said yes. Yeah, but it's just been, yeah.
Said yes.
Now, a
50
little background information. We were both working full time, and we knew I got to like this was my sixth job where I was like, this sucks. I hate having someone else tell me what to do and tell me how much money I can make and just control my life. So we made sure that we were paying off our debt religiously, and we were saving up a ton of money. So, our finances were in order before we made the leap of faith, making that $50. But we were like ready to roll. So as soon as I saw proof of concept, and it was the most impactful money I've ever made. It was like, all right, bingo, it's go time. And then 2 weeks later, I was like, can I quit and actually do this thing? She gave me the blessing to do that. So it's been an awesome journey.
You just used an important phrase. I'd like you to elaborate on that for people who are new, who have never heard it before, and who are having a challenge, knowing whether something is going to work or not, and kind of how the whole process of starting a business works. So you use the phrase proof of concept. Can you elaborate on that with your now 6 years of entrepreneurial experience? And talk to the new people about some of the things they should be looking for in terms of like stage 0, stage 1, stage 2.
Yeah. I think, stage 0 is, there's a lot of people that are publishing content and promoting things, and it's taking that as inspiration and motivation. So the reason we started our business in the first place is we saw other people writing blog posts and talking about personal finance and sharing the income they were making. And that really motivated us and gave us like that light bulb of like, wow, we love personal finance. We have friends and family asking us all the time about, solving budgeting problems, debt payoff, all that stuff. So why don't we just like start writing blog content so everyone can get the same information? So that was kind of like, okay, if this person can do it, so can I type of mindset, and getting that inspiration from them. And then the next step is doing it, not overthinking it. Like go sign up and start the blog post, or go sign up and start your blog, go, create the handles for your Instagram or TikTok, whatever it may be, go start and upload that first video, just hit record. It's just about like getting started and taking that first step. And then I've always been on the mindset of like action over perfection. And if you're taking action constantly and you're reviewing what is working, what's not, you can pivot way faster than you can if you're thinking about it all the time and not taking that action a step forward. So that's kind of where I'm at. Uh-oh. We lost your audio.
My bad.
There we
bad.
go.
It was my mute. I was just muting as I was snorting over here. Snorting and sneezing it up, just trying not to do that in everybody's ears. So what is the difference 6 years ago versus today in terms of the landscape of like what you can do, like what's working, give those who are just coming in today a little bit of contrast in comparison to when you got started, like what's better today, more opportunity, just kind of how you see the difference.
Yeah. I think things have definitely changed. When we started our blog, people were still reading personal blogs and, going to their website and following them and getting the RSS feed. And that's totally changed now. We went really heavy on SEO and Google content. For both websites, we have the SavvyMama.com and the Savvy Couple. And the Savvy Couple got hit big time by a Google update. And, the game that we were playing, not the game, the strategy we were using kind of, they pulled the rug underneath us. So we've really kind of pivoted back to let's become content creators. Let's create content, go back to building our audience. YouTube is a huge one for us. We're almost at 20,000 subscribers. And, we have our Instagram channel, our TikTok. We're really going back to creating video content, extremely, and especially short form content with, everyone's attention spans being next to nothing nowadays. So that strategy of like content creation, building a personal brand, still works very, very well. And there's still plenty of room, and there's always enough, I forget what the saying is, there's always enough fish in the pond for everybody, or a slice of pie. Just kind of standing out and figuring out what makes you guys unique and different. And for us, it's a couple that does personal finance. It's not just one person. So we get both perspectives when we're making content, and it's worked really well.
Brittany, how do you answer that question between kind of how your focus has shifted and kind of some of the things that you even personally are doing differently in the business today than a couple of years ago? How do you answer that question?
Yeah, I think back when we first started, we were hustling. We were writing our own blog content and working our tails off, holidays, weekends, before work, after work. We were hustling. We were putting in the work. Now we have a team that does a lot of that for us. And I think one of the biggest things that also has changed is AI, and being able to use the AI to our advantage in our business and be able to just use that as a tool that we did not have
Yeah,
when we started.
totally.
What are some of the ways that you're using AI?
Yeah, we use them to help with our newsletters, to do some of our scripting of our videos. You can chime in.
I mean, I have it pulled up every day, and it's, it's the perfect assistant to help you come up with content, with keyword research, Pinterest market. Like, I mean, you can use it for anything. And it's such a hack, and it's such a easy way to streamline things and make things more efficient. So yeah, we use it on a daily basis for all aspects of marketing and ideation.
Yeah. Is that Chat GPT you're using?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's really worth the $20 upgrade. I mean, it's for the 4.0 version, or the paid. It's just it's unbelievable. I mean, it's even in writing copy for sales pages or sales letters or emails. I mean, you can have you can have full video scripts written. You can take transcripts of videos and have them pull pull the nuggets out of the YouTube transcriptions and say, give me 10 short form video ideas with headline and caption from this. I mean, it's just those of you who are creating sort of, and this is a big challenge that I see within the online marketing community, is that when you're getting started, you tend to post content that is, it doesn't have a whole lot of educational value. There's not a whole lot of value in it. You're just making, a lot of people are just doing, for example, in the make money online niche, want to quit your job, and it's like people need more value than that. People need to be learning something. They need to be inspired. They need to be entertained. And
Yeah.
ChatGPT can help you to pull. It can make you 100 times smarter, right? By coming up with full. It's like, give me 10 videos on the power of sales funnel building in creation versus using a regular website. And in each of the 10 scripts, these are going to be social media videos. Give me a curiosity based, compelling headline that will get the user to stop their scroll, as well as a 250 word max caption in each of the videos. And I want the 10 videos to be a series that explains in each video something important about the power of using a sales funnel and how it works and how to set it up. I mean, and the power of the output that you're going to get, the specificity of it, is going to determine or be determined by how good of a prompt is. What, for those of you who are new, we kind of call it in the marketing world, you're prompting the AI to give you something back. And that prompt, it's sort of like regular conversation. The quality of the question is going to determine the quality of the answer. If you ask somebody, how you doing? They're probably going to say, good. But if you ask somebody, hey, how did you feel last Sunday after you ate that big greasy meal in the morning after church? Oh, I'm going to tell you something. The bubbles were starting on the way home. It was crazy. It was a wonderful meal, but I'll tell you, it really tore me up, right? I mean, you're
Yeah.
going to get a lot more specific answer. What are some of your tips around using AI? Anything specific that you would suggest to people in terms of content creation or email marketing, email writing, or anything else that comes top of mind?
Yeah, I think for us, the biggest hurdle that we got over to find out what prompts to ask is to treat it like a person, like you said. Like, you can literally tell it like, hey, you're an expert email marketer. you're the best email marketer in the world. Here's our brand. Ask us questions about it so you can get to know our avatar. And then it'll literally ask you the questions. You'll fill in the blanks. So it knows exactly who your email subscribers are. And then you can say, all right, we send weekly emails on Thursdays. I need headlines for each email, and I want each one to have a different purpose. One's a kick in the butt, one's to promote something, one is to inspire, and one is to relate to them. Boom. And then you're off to the races. So it's basically starting that conversation and treating it. You don't have to have the perfect prompt. You can ask it what prompts you need to use. And
I like that.
Over the hurdle. Yeah.
I like the whole, you are a world-class email copywriter and marketing assistant inside of my business.
Yep.
Ask me questions to understand what specifically we offer, the specific products we promote, the specific people that we're promoting that to, so that AI can get to know. I like that a lot.
Yep.
And that's a really great, and one of the things that I don't think that people quite know about something like ChatGPT is you can create a different thread, of course, but if you keep everything in the same thread in terms of it's almost like training the artificial intelligence to know, they use all the context from that specific thread for future answers. And so when you go to ChatGPT, don't always start, if it's on a topic that you've already been having lots of conversation within that same thread with ChatGPT, don't start a new one, because it's using all of that old context to give you all those new answers. Kelan, do you agree with that? And what comes up for you when I talk about kind of training the AI within that thread? How do you move? When is it time for you to move to a new thread, and kind of how do you keep things organized within ChatGPT itself?
Yeah. So we have each one of our newsletters, we have an entire thread, and it's probably 3 or 4 months long now of different emails that it's sent. And if it ever wrote one that we didn't like, we'd say, hey, this isn't emotional enough, or hey, this doesn't have a good enough subject line. And we've trained it so that each one, continues to get better and better. Once we, like, each YouTube video will have its own thread. Instagram post will have its own thread. So we kind of keep things separate and boxed away so that it knows exactly what it's using for each one. So the email one, we tell it it's an email marketing expert. The Instagram one, we tell it it's a world-class social media manager or an Instagram manager, so that it knows it's in that box that it's working within.
Yeah, our whole team uses it. So like when I go back and like my thread is, now I have to find it. It's a little frustrating because it's like
there's a lot of threads.
Yeah, I'll pop on it and just ask it like a random question not relating to business. Then it's like, oh, I have to go back and delete that, so my thread isn't like massive on the other side.
Yeah, awesome. So talk to us a little bit about, when is it time to add people to your team and begin to scale that way? Some people have that, that sort of this dream of entrepreneurship and sort of making more and working less hours, but then they get started and it's like, oh my God, I started this online marketing business and I'm doing everything. And whoa, this is taking longer than 30 minutes a day. And you get to a point to where, what is that point to where you can begin, for you guys anyways, adding people into your team, and what might be that first hire, and then what could that look like over a period of time?
Yeah. Do you want me to answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So I think for us, we definitely grinded the first year and we did everything ourselves. And then it got to a point where we were like, all right, we need some help if we're going to continue to grow this. We can afford to grow it because we're making money. And there's a bunch of tasks, and I'll explain how we found those tasks to outsource, that we can offload, that it'll cost us less to outsource than for us to do it ourselves, because it's eating up our most precious asset, which is our time. So the thing that we did, and I learned it in a book, Work Less, Make More, it was take a Post-it note, and every time you sit down to work, write down the task you're doing for a week straight. So if it's, scheduling social media posts, write it down. If it's answering emails, write it down. That way you have all of your tasks all in like a stack of Post-it notes. And then at the end of the week, use the Eisenhower chart, which is hard to explain, but you guys can look it up if you're watching. But there's 4 quadrants, and one of them is to delegate, one of them is to delete, one of them is to, it's urgent, you got to do it right now, and one of them's, it's where you want to be working all the time, where it's not urgent but it is important. And then you basically put the post-it notes up, and you can do it right on your wall. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, and you'll find all the tasks that are in the delegate, which means find someone to do them for you. And then when you have those, you can go ahead and hire a VA for next to nothing. You can go overseas with that. We always hire from within the US, off of Fiverr, Upwork, just on our Facebook page, friends and family. Hey, we got this job posting that, we need a little extra work, a little extra help in our business. And then it's to train the people on that. It's pretty simple. You just record yourself with Loom, doing the task, and then have that person write out the steps to do that. So you record it once, you're already doing the task. And anytime you're going to keep doing a process over and over, you should record it and create a system for it, an SOP, systems of operation. I think, so then, you hand them the video, they write it back on what the steps are, so that you can tell that they do comprehend it and it makes sense, and you can give them feedback, and then they're off to the races and they took that off your plate. And now you can go and work on the stuff that really is going to scale your business and be in your genius zone. And that's kind of how we process the things.
Nice. So that book, Work Less, Make More, was helpful to you.
Very helpful.
And it explained within that book that process of using that Eisenhower chart that you mentioned.
Correct. Yep.
Okay. Cool. Great suggestion.
Yep.
And that was after a year that you did that, right? That
Correct.
You began to kind of look at outsourcing.
Yep.
Okay. And this is something that I've always said, it's really important to understand what you're doing and do it yourself first, so you can then know how to manage somebody or what you should expect, versus if you haven't ever done that particular task within your business and all you're looking at somebody as hopefully they're going to be your savior. And you also, which is unrealistic, right? Because no one person's going to be your savior. You also may have unrealistic expectations about what that person's going to create, or not know how to manage them if you haven't first done that task yourself.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so don't avoid learning those tasks yourself, friends. Don't avoid, or think that you're going to get to a point that you can just completely. The other thing is, and I'd like to ask you this: how do you keep a pulse on what your teammates or employees or VAs are doing to ensure that they're staying on task? How do you hold them accountable? And how do you communicate when they're not meeting your expectations?
Yeah. So we went through a coaching program that really helped on this, on scaling and outsourcing. So we have KPIs, which are key performance indicators for each employee that we have. And this is kind of getting high level for people that are really wanting to scale. But yeah, so everyone that gets hired, we have a job description that is exactly what we're expecting that person and individual to do. And then they have KPIs, which are key performance indicators, and we manage them through the numbers. So if we hire them to be a writer and we are expecting them to write 5 articles a month, at the end of the month, we're going to fill out that KPI sheet. And if there's not 5, then we're going to have a conversation of like, hey, what happened? What can I help you with? What can I assist you with? What system's not working to make you able to write 5 articles a month? Same thing with editors, VAs, answering emails, helping with customers, all that stuff. So each individual has a KPI sheet. And when they got hired, we always have a saying, it's hire slow, fire fast. So we make sure that, we're putting in a ton of effort and time to find the right person for the right job. And then we also do quarterly calls with them to make sure, everyone's on the same page and we're all working as a team together. And then we also even do surveys and ask people from time to time, like, hey, how's the job going? Are you finding fulfillment from it? Do you have the right systems in place, the right support to make you successful? And it all works together to kind of manage them. You're muted. Sorry.
Oh, I like to do that occasionally. Make sure that you guys are paying attention to what I'm saying or not saying, just to kind of keep you on your toes.
Yep.
Brittany, how do you, what is your strength and what is your kind of weakness, and how do you both complement each other? If somebody does have, which it's not going to be a lot of people. So friends, don't feel bad if you don't have a partner that's, going to be able to work in a business with you. This is definitely the exception, not the rule, to have two people working within the business. A lot of people may look at you. I want to ask it slightly differently. A lot of people are going to look at you two and say, the comparisonitis is going to kick in. They're going to say, "Oh God, I wish I had, my spouse. Wish we could be the savvy couple, right?" So, what are the pros and what are the cons of? And clearly, the pros are outweighing the cons for you too, because you're still at it. But talk to us about some of the difficulties of working with your partner that people may not see from just the outside looking in.
Yeah, for sure. Communication is definitely tricky. Kelan likes to info dump, I like to say. He's got such a business mindset. He's constantly business focused. Every little thing revolves around the business. So we definitely need to get some better boundaries on business and life. And
yeah, I think that the toughest thing for sure is the communication, and make sure there's boundaries with family, with marriage, with business.
Yeah.
And I don't help with that with my ADHD and just being impulsive. And I think of something, I just say it out loud. But Brittany's great at listening. So that's definitely the biggest challenge. And then I think when you first joined me full time, we only had the one business at the time. It was really difficult to figure out exactly what her strengths are and what our roles are, because they changed, now that we had, another employee basically. So it took us probably 6 months or so to really figure out what our roles are.
Yeah.
And then, it finally got to the point where the savvy couple was cruising and doing really well, that we kind of used the skills that we had in that business that worked, and launched Brittany's business, The Savvy Mama, where she kind of puts all of her time and effort in now.
Yeah.
Nice. And so you guys have the savvy mama, the savvy couple, and that's you don't have the savvy daddy, do you?
Not yet.
You need that, bro.
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, we're good with two businesses.
We have the savvy kitchen too, but that's gone now.
The savvy daddy. Wow. Yeah. That's something. You need to get that going, bro. What would you say your best kind of traffic generating tip or discovery is over the last 6 months or so?
Yeah. Definitely we've gone all in on Pinterest, and we've seen, we're getting probably close to 100,000 page views per month from Pinterest.
Yeah.
And it's scaling up really fast. So definitely Pinterest is another kind of search engine, but it's also a discovery search engine. So people are scrolling and seeing stuff, unlike Google, where you have to search something in order to find something. Pinterest, people are doing both. So it's a social media and search engine, which is awesome. And then same thing, YouTube, same thing. It's a discovery search engine plus social media. So it really works together. And like I said, now that Google has kind of pulled the traffic away from smaller publishers and given it back to the bigger publishers, we've really focused more on diversifying our traffic channels, and Pinterest and YouTube have been two of the main ones.
Interesting. So, I mean, it's not even Instagram or TikTok, which are the kind of main ones that everybody's focusing on right now to drive traffic. It's for you guys. It's been Pinterest, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting. Is that both for the savvy couple or the savvy mama?
The savvy mama.
That's more, yeah. So it's definitely more for the savvy mama, based on, it's about meal planning and organization and printables. So that's where the avatar is hanging out. Moms are hanging out on Pinterest. And yeah, we have 2 young daughters, so we haven't really had the chance to become content creators for that brand. But that's definitely in the works of, getting way more involved on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube.
Yeah. So that's pretty much what the savvy mama's doing, is she's focusing on, are you mixing any type of make money online stuff within that particular brand, or is it mostly, how are you monetizing that brand?
Yeah. Right now we have a membership. So people come to the membership for meal plans and organizing and printables right now. that we don't mix making money. That's all the savvy couple right now.
Interesting. And you're finding that women are willing to pay for those kind of things, those meal planning things and organizational tips.
Yeah, anything that's going to save them time and money for sure, because we don't have much time at all as moms. So
yeah. So your membership is there's videos and courses and printables inside of that membership. And how much is that per month that somebody has to pay to be a part of that?
You can go ahead.
So there's a success path, and it's basically helping moms go from chaos to control. So there's a bunch of printables to help them fast track, creating home systems in their home so that they can get their time back, because it's our most precious asset. But it's a low ticket, $9 a month. We have over 1,000 members in it, and it's basically helping moms save more time and get meals on the table that are healthy and fast and cheap. Through Pinterest, we're getting people onto the website, which we earn money through display ads, because we have the website to kind of run the ads with Mediavine, and then we get people on our email list and then into our funnel that we sell the digital products and then eventually the membership too.
Very cool. So how about the make money online side, the savvy couple? What's the kind of success path or funnel, or as we call the fishing formula here in Legendary, where they're coming in and then getting those second, third, fourth helpings? What does that look like for the savvy couple?
Yeah, previously it was definitely getting people to search for a make money online term, coming to our website, and then offering them a lot of value in organizing the content and getting them to convert with affiliate marketing. So that was the biggest play, is affiliate marketing, still is. We make some money through display ads, but now we're really focused back on short form content and YouTube and really trying to grow that audience. The funnel is make valuable content and then find affiliate partners that we can convert them onto. We possibly might start another membership and mentorship program there. But we love the affiliate marketing kind of business model where, you literally just focus on marketing and the products and fulfillment is done for you. It's the easiest business to start ever.
For sure.
Since there's no back end customer service or anything. It's like get content, create an asset, make it, rank on search engines, and then you constantly get traffic and income from that.
Yeah. And you've got a lot going on in terms of product delivery and community management from the Savvy Mama.
Yep.
Right. So it's like keep everything else that you're doing affiliate focus, where you only have to focus on the marketing, and it's likely going to be easier to manage that. I assume that's kind of your perspective.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of people, once they start having a little bit of or a lot of success in as an affiliate marketer, they then are like, oh, I got to get all the money. I'm giving some of it away. So I'm going to start creating my own courses and coaching and things of that nature. And while that's all good and well, they do it while simultaneously stopping the affiliate marketing. So it's almost like trading one job for another, because you're not leveraging yourself and adding on to the business. You're just replacing one thing for the other. And this is something that, if I could get this message out to people across the industry, it'd be my damn dying wish that if you're creating and monetizing your affiliate marketing and you want to go do something else, add to your business. Don't replace something within your business, because it is not easy. Although it is simple and it is exciting, it is not easy to make money online. It is not easy to make money at a hot dog stand. It is not easy to make money as a business owner. It's not easy. It's doable. You can do it. It's exciting. It can be profitable. It can turn into something big, but it's not easy. And so if you end up creating income from your efforts, while you may certainly become obsessed with, well, how can I make money working less, or how can I get all the money, whatever, that can be seductive, that thought. You forget that, man, it's not easy to make money. So if I'm making money as an affiliate and this affiliate marketing thing is actually working, I need to build on that. Not suddenly throw the baby out with the bathwater just because now I think that, oh, okay, I'm leaving money on the table by, only making 50% of the sale. It's a lot of times we forget that, well, I'm making 50% of the sale, but I because they've not sold their own courses or whatever, they don't really understand. Well, yeah, you're going to might make more, but you're going to be working more as well.
Oh yeah.
The other challenge is that, in which we teach and promote. It's part of the core 4 business models to sell courses, coaching, and events, as well as be an affiliate. But you also have to remember that affiliate marketing, oftentimes you're leveraging, if you're promoting somebody else's product, you're leveraging the hype and the excitement of a product that's already converting in the marketplace.
Yep.
And that makes it easier, not easy, but easier to convert. Whereas if you're introducing a brand new course of your own to the marketplace, nobody's heard of it before, it's not got a proof of concept. And so you're gonna have to go through that proof of concept stage, which can last years
Oh
in
yeah.
some cases for your own product to kind of catch wind. Or I've been watching this Kill Tony podcast. It's this comedy podcast, and I'm like, wow, this is awesome and exciting. They were doing Madison Square Gardens the other night. He's like, he brings on these like amateur comedians and has a panel and stuff like that. But I come to find out this guy's been doing this show for over 10 years. It's not like it just blew up. He's been grinding. Does that resonate with you, Kelan? What comes up for you around what I'm talking about in terms of not being too quick to replace something or think that, doing your own thing is going to be better than affiliate marketing or that kind of seduction of leaving money on the table?
Yeah, totally. So we started with affiliate marketing, display ads, kind of went the blogging route. And did some social media when we first started. And it did get to the point where we were like, well, if we made our own course or product, we could make more money.
Oh yeah.
And we've launched how many?
I don't even know how many courses.
We had one that did pretty well. We got a couple hundred students in it, and that was the only one and then we kind of let it go because it was a ton of work. And then we tried launching probably 5 other courses out of thin air. And they're tough. It's so much tougher than affiliate marketing. Like you said, like Legendary Marketer, their sales pages convert, their landing pages convert. Like the back end course is incredible because there's been so many people that have gone through it and you guys have refined it and it's super valuable. Where if you're starting on your own, doing your own thing, you're really swimming up water or up river. And one of the things that I really took away from what you said is when you find something that works, double down on it. And that's something we've always done in our business. Of as soon as we get a little bit of success, the $50, it's like double down. All right, then that worked. All right, now you're finding success with creating blog posts that have, this type of niche, double down, triple the amount of content you're making. You're doing Instagram and you had a viral video blow up, make 5 more of the same topic, same niche, same hook, and double down. And then once that, you've sucked up as much as you can success from that doubling down, then, try something else or pivot. Which is kind of what we've done throughout our entire business. We really focused on sponsorships at first, and then we went to affiliate marketing, and then we went to display ads. Now we, have the membership and our own products. So it kind of, you're going as you go, and you kind of pivot as you go, but you want to constantly double down on what's actually working.
The number one thing that will solve all your problems in internet marketing, whether that be affiliate, whether you're selling your own products as an affiliate or selling somebody else's products as an affiliate, or you've got your own course, is just the number one thing I see people lacking is just more traffic. You see more traffic, right? And that's the problem. It's not that you need to switch directions. You just need more traffic. And you can apply that same concept that you just talked about, which was once you have something that works, okay, if it produces money, totally double down on that. But usually it's something that you did that produced that money. So it's like you filmed a video in a certain way. A lot of times you'll have a video that you're kind of all over the place, and then you have a video that kind of takes off, and there's a theme there or a format that you could use that's the marketplace is trying to show you this is a format that works. Like you could do a video like this over and over again and just slightly tweak it. And it's kind of like this show. Like it's kind of like anything that usually gets big. It has some sort of a kind of a format and a theme. And it's like, if you look at the talk shows, if you look at this show, if you look at the Kill Tony show I just mentioned, it's a podcast, YouTube comedy show. If you look at anything else that's scaled, it's scaled because it was simple, because they did the same thing over and over again, just within the content, they slightly tweaked something. And so all of you should be trying things until you find a duplicatable, repeatable process you could do over and over again within your content every single day. And, you know, and just kind of turn your processes into kind of, you know, things that you don't have to overthink every day. And usually simple is what scales. And then once you find something that works, of course, you double down, you double down, you double down, and you don't deviate from that. You know, in it, some of the best businesses or business strategies will bore you to death. You know, and I think sometimes we get dopamine starved, right? Because we start to kind of do things in our business, and scaling sometimes happens slowly over time. It's not something that happens overnight. But we get too bored and we want bigger hits of dopamine. So we go try new shit and get distracted and forget what was actually kind of building slowly but surely. And we got to be aware of that as entrepreneurs, you know, simple, you know, not boring on the outside, but boring processes on the back end are what build big businesses. You know, things that you can stick to on a daily basis, that you can do over and over again, duplicatable, repeatable processes. And that also is what keeps our business simple and manageable, right? It's one of the things that and I wonder how you sounded a little bit like Kelan, you know, you kind of, and I do this too, like we'll dump ideas and it's like, I got this idea and I got this idea. It's like, you got to manage your ideas, man, because, you know, you could shoot yourself in the foot having too many ideas. How have you had to, does that resonate with you? And how do you reel yourself back in from launching something new or trying something new all the time instead of sticking with the plan?
She's right here. She's sitting next to me. Yeah, Brittany definitely is good at kind of being the filter on what's a legitimate idea and one that's like, that's ridiculous and a waste of time. But other than that, I've really found too, with, you know, running the business for so long, is the word focus. And I have it up on my whiteboard all the time. And it's just like, focus on these 3 goals for the next year, break those down into months, break those down into the week, break that down into the day. And today I have my planner right in front of me, pen and paper. These are the 3 things I'm going to do that are going to move the needle today in my business. And then I have my weekly goals. And at the end of the week, I'll check back in and make sure that those were hit, and review and kind of refine for next week as I plan the next week. But yeah, I think the biggest thing is just focus. And if you're trying to create content and it's not taken off, and you're seeing other people create similar content, it's a proven concept. You're just not doing it correctly. You're not doing it good enough. You're not publishing enough. You're not putting in the work. If it's proven to be out there, you could definitely do the same. And it's kind of making sure that you continue that focus, whether things are going wrong or good, and making sure that you continue to put in the work to learn from your mistakes and then continue to move forward.
Yeah. Love it. Love it. What have you, final question here, what have you both learned about yourselves throughout this process? Let's start with Brittany.
Oof, that's a big question. Probably to trust myself more. I hate video content. So definitely just being able to, one of the best videos we have that does well on YouTube is my video. So that gives me a little reassurance that what I do does work. So just being able to trust myself more, I think, is mine.
I think mine is through the journey. I've always had confidence in myself, but you know, doing this for so long and having so much success that we have, I think my confidence has grown even further. And I know that the best investment you can have is back into yourself and your skills and your education, your knowledge and experience. And I know that, you know, if our businesses went to 0 today and they got pulled from underneath us, which they kind of did with Google, I have the skills and the mindset and the education experience to replicate it and do it again and start something new. So I think through the process of finding a little bit of success and then more and more and more and scaling is just my confidence in being able to continue what we're doing is through the roof.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, I love this for both of you. You guys are awesome, deserving, hardworking, smart, and determined. And, big heart and determination can even outperform talent, although clearly you're talented, but you obviously have the determination and the heart. And so you deserve the success that you're having. Congratulations. Come
Appreciate
back and keep me posted, on your journey, and let's continue to work together to crush it. Happy to have you guys in my world, in our world, and let me know how I can continue to help you guys scale. All right. Be legendary. Happy Monday. Congrats on a great show.
Appreciate it,
Thank you.
David.
All right. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, sounds good.
Bye.
All right. Bye. All right, my friends, you can go and find the Savvy Couple and the Savvy Mama over on YouTube. You can also find them, the Savvy Mama, on Pinterest. You can find the Savvy Couple and the Savvy Mama official on Instagram. My friends, what a lot of nuggets. I mean, man, that was a whole 30-piece nugget from Chick-fil-A right there. I mean, a real dump truck of platinum bars dumped right into your lap here on Monday morning. How do you like that, right? It's your job to now mine that and turn that into something useful and valuable for yourselves. Let's have a great week. Let's have a kick-ass week. We're going to end the show right there. You already know about some of the things that you have and can do here at Legendary. If you want to get started with any of those, you can go to legendarymarketer.com/enroll, take our challenge, enroll in our blueprints, come to a mastermind, come to a mastermind and meet cool people like these folks and lots of other people inside of our community. Enroll in our blueprints, get coaching, get curriculum, get step-by-step training, and dip your toe. If you want to just learn and get started with our 5-day challenge, it'll give you the basics and help you determine if this is something that you want to take and really invest time and more money into, and plus give you lots of the initial, roadmaps that you need to understand how this all works. Thank you all for an amazing audience this morning, giving lots of feedback and love and support in the comments. Hopefully, Kelan and Brittany have a chance to go back and read some of those because it's just lots of love, and we appreciate you all. With that being said, get out of here, my friends. Have a fantastic Monday. We'll see you back here tomorrow for another episode. Be legendary. Peace.